It'll be tough for a half a day and then we're done. And this has been tough for longer for us. Good. Good.
Breaking news. According to multiple circulating reports and fan discussions online, Kara Lawson has stepped down from her role with Team USA Basketball in the wake of Caitlin Clark's shocking final decision about her future with the program.
Because this is what life is about. Like, you don't get to control the length of your adversity. All you get to do is control your attitude and your focus and just work like heck to try and change it.
Fans are stunned. Insiders are rattled. And the entire structure of USA Basketball is being questioned.
You guys are continuing to stumble over your own feet because of arrogance, because of pettiness, because of jealousy.
After months of feeling ignored, benched, and disrespected, Caitlin has reportedly taken a stand, and the ripple effects are now hitting leadership at the very top. In this video, we're going to walk through what people are saying happened behind the scenes, why Kara Lawson is being linked to this turning point, and what all of this could mean for the future of Team USA.
Because you don't like the fact that this girl came in and became the face of women's basketball before she ever dribbled a ball in the WNBA, and you guys can't accept it.
Remember, a lot of this is coming from unnamed sources, leaks, and media speculation, so take it as part of an ongoing story, not an official press release. Still, the patterns are impossible to ignore. So before we dive deeper, hit that like button, drop your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe so you don't miss the next twist in this saga. From the moment Caitlin Clark put on a Team USA jersey, it felt like a historic moment. She wasn't just another call-up. She was the player who moved ratings, sold jerseys, and pulled millions of new fans into women's basketball. Yet, despite her impact on the court and her enormous influence off it, reports say the environment inside Team USA did not match the energy outside.
You can't accept it, but you're willing to try to capitalize off of her.
According to sources close to the situation, Caitlin was repeatedly benched in key stretches, left out of lineups without clear explanation, and often treated as if her presence was optional rather than essential. Those same sources claim that when it came to conversations around the CBA and broader player issues, her voice was downplayed or redirected.
You can't accept the fact that she has the biggest fan base, but you can try to make money off of her. Y'all can go collect money with Project B. Y'all can go do all of this stuff.
Even when she tried to contribute or ask questions, it allegedly felt like decisions had already been made without her. One of the most symbolic flashpoints, at least in the eyes of fans, was the number change incident. Caitlin, whose number has become part of her identity and brand, was reportedly forced to wear a different number for Team USA.
That cool, whatever. You mean to tell me y'all are planning to push Paige Beckers as the face of USA Basketball over Caitlin Clark? Whoa, hold on a second here.
That move may sound small on paper, but to players and supporters, it looked like a clear message. We decide who you are here. Every time Caitlin stepped on the floor, the numbers spoke for themselves. Viewership jumped, social media engagement spiked, clips went viral. Fans tuned in not just to see Team USA win, but to see what she would do next. And yet, insiders say her role never reflected that reality. It wasn't about entitlement, it was about logic. If this is the player who brings the world to the screen, why is she the one being pushed to the margins? Over time, what began as quiet frustration slowly evolved into something heavier.
Y'all already played games when she was supposed to be on the last damn Olympic team. All of that jealousy, you had Andrea Carter and Chinny Ogwumike getting aired out all over ESPN by Stephen A. and Shannon Sharp.
People close to Caitlin reportedly describe a season full of mixed signals and emotional strain. One day she'd be praised in the media. The next she'd be sitting for long stretches without explanation. She was expected to carry the weight of global attention, but not given the treatment that usually comes with being the face of a program.
If USA Basketball really wanted to go all out promoting women's basketball, bring new fans in and get unprecedented attention for a team that is dropped in TV viewership.
According to these accounts, leadership didn't just fail to support her. They actively made choices that undercut her confidence and autonomy. Eventually, it seems her patience ran out. Sources say that after yet another sequence of decisions that left her sidelined, pressured, and backed into corners she didn't agree with, both on the court and in off-court discussions.
At the Paris Olympics, they would have had added the photo of one other player to this graphic, but no.
Caitlin made what's being described as a deliberate, thoughtful, but emotionally heavy decision.
I'm going to keep it real. She's the only player I'd have put on that graphic. The only player.
She communicated that she could no longer remain part of a system that treated her like a piece on a chessboard instead of a human being with a voice, emotions, and boundaries.
I mean, at some point, women's basketball has got to quit worrying about hurting people's little feelings.
She allegedly told people inside the program that she was done being treated like a toy.
Siri, do you want to grow or do you not want to grow? You put Kaylee Copper, okay, Kelsey Plum, and I'm guessing this is probably Chelsea Gray, right?
Like a logo or a talking point. This wasn't a snap reaction. It was the product of months, if not years, of trying to make it work, trying to be professional, trying to stay focused on basketball while feeling increasingly like the environment around her wasn't built to respect her fully.
Be the power to affect like your self-esteem and who you are as a person and how good a practice you can have.
When that final decision became known internally, multiple sources say it sent shockwaves through the organization. The question wasn't just, how do we replace a player like this? It was, how did we let it get this far? That's where Kara Lawson enters the picture in a major way.
Don't give me the power. Don't ever give someone externally the power to touch you in that way. Because that's all internal, right? Like if you give someone externally the power to impact how good a day you're going to have, what type of attitude you're going to have, how hard you're going to work.
Lawson is widely respected by players, coaches, and fans for her basketball mind, her leadership, and her emphasis on integrity. She has built her career around player development, communication, and respect. So when the story broke that she had resigned from her Team USA role shortly after Caitlin's decision, people immediately started connecting the dots. According to reports and insider commentary, Lawson did not agree with the way Caitlin had been treated over time. She reportedly felt that the internal culture had drifted away from player-first principles and into a place where politics, favoritism, and power structures mattered more than fairness and merit. While we don't have her direct words, sources suggest that Lawson believed she could no longer stand behind decisions that consistently left top talent feeling isolated, unheard, or manipulated. Her resignation in that context wasn't just a career move, it was a statement. Kara Lawson stepping away signals that this situation isn't just about one upset player or one tense conversation. It points to systemic issues about how stars are managed, how conflict is handled, and how much respect players truly have within Team USA's internal structure. Lawson was seen as a bridge between players and leadership, someone who understood both sides. If even she decided she could no longer be part of the machine, that's a huge red flag for anyone watching. The fallout has been immediate and intense. Inside Team USA, sources describe an atmosphere of confusion and damage control. With Caitlin reportedly taking a stand and Lawson walking away, the leadership group is under more scrutiny than ever. Questions are piling up. Who made the key decisions around rotations, jersey numbers, and messaging? Who refused to adjust even as backlash grew? Who, if anyone, tried to fix it before it blew up? Outside the organization, the reaction has been even louder. Social media erupted with support for Caitlin Clark the second these reports started circulating. Hashtags calling for respect, accountability, and transparency began trending. Fans are asking why one of the most important players in the sport felt disrespected enough to draw a line in the sand. They're asking why a respected coach like Lawson felt she had to resign rather than fight from the inside. They're asking whether Team USA's culture is really as unified and progressive as the branding suggests, or if there's a gap between the image and the reality. Sponsors and partners are watching this very closely. Whether people like it or not, Caitlin Clark isn't just a player. She is one of the key commercial engines of modern women's basketball. Any organization that appears to push her away or minimize her will inevitably raise questions from brands that invested in her presence, her influence, and her ability to bring audiences with her. If players like her don't feel safe, respected, or heard in the national team environment, that perception doesn't just hurt feelings, it threatens long-term trust. Basketball analysts and leadership experts have started weighing in too. Many of them point out that this whole situation exposes deeper structural problems: over-reliance on politics, unspoken hierarchies, entrenched favoritism, and a lack of proactive communication. When a program is so used to doing things a certain way, it can struggle to adapt when a new kind of star walks in, especially one who brings not just talent, but massive cultural weight. Ignoring that reality isn't just stubborn, it's dangerous. Caitlin Clark's reported stand has put all of this under a spotlight. She didn't just walk away from a bad rotation, she potentially walked away from an entire dynamic that reduced her to a symbol instead of treating her like a full person with agency. Lawson's resignation doubles down on that message. If respected coaches are stepping away over principles, then something is fundamentally misaligned inside the system. The implications are enormous. In the short term, Team USA has to fix its roster, recalibrate roles, and stabilize leadership before the next major competition. But the real consequences go much deeper. Other star players, both current and future, are watching how this plays out. They're watching whether Caitlin gets vilified or respected for her decision. They're watching whether Lawson's resignation leads to meaningful change or just a quiet replacement. They're deciding whether Team USA is a place that truly values their well-being or just their ability to win gold medals. This moment could reshape how Team USA handles player relations, contracts, communication, and leadership decisions for years to come. If the organization takes this as a wake-up call, listens to players, and rebuilds trust, it could come out of this stronger, more modern, and better aligned with the realities of today's game. If it doesn't, it risks alienating the very stars who make the program special. At its core, this is a pivotal moment for women's basketball. Caitlin Clark has reportedly chosen to stand up for herself in a system that tried to control her image while dismissing her voice. Kara Lawson, by stepping down, has signaled that even respected insiders won't co-sign that treatment forever. Whether you agree with every detail or believe some parts are exaggerated, the bigger message is impossible to ignore. Respect is no longer negotiable. Players are not just assets, they are people. They bring value, emotion, leadership, and vulnerability to the floor. When that humanity is ignored, the consequences are no longer quiet. They're public. Team USA is now at a crossroads. It can cling to old habits, or it can admit mistakes, listen to its players, and rebuild trust from the inside out. Fans, players, and sponsors are watching, and they're not going to forget how this moment is handled. If you support Caitlin Clark, if you believe players deserve respect, fairness, and a real voice in the systems they power, let us know in the comments. Smash that like button, share this video with other fans of women's basketball, and make sure you subscribe so you don't miss what happens next. The future of the game is being shaped right now. Your voice and the way you stand behind these athletes matters more than ever.